It is my pleasure to welcome you all to these 2017 graduation exercises. I'd like to quickly recognize some special groups and guests. First, a welcome to the nice weather. Thank you for showing up. Parents, grandparents, families, friends, thank you for the deep love that makes it possible for us all to gather here at all. It's every bit as beautiful as the weather. Alums, trustees, thank you for your love for Lawrence Academy. Staff, thank you for the loving way you make this place beautiful, safe, nutritious, and warm every day. Faculty, thank you for your wisdom and care and for making these students your mission. A special thanks today and recognition to a distinguished group of retiring faculty, John Kaiser, Michael Veet, Ned Mitchell, and David Smith. Class of 2017. It's my favorite graduation trick. All you have to say is, Class of 2017. We bring especially strong feeling to you today as we honor the work you have done and the lives you will lead from here. This is the 224th time this special occasion has taken place on this hillside. For all the changes of time, there is one constant to this commencement plot. We will begin and proceed in an orderly fashion, but we will almost certainly dissolve at the end into a warm and salty bath of feelings. It's natural. Graduation is like reaching a scenic viewpoint at high elevation, just at the end of a long drive. You pull over for a moment and check out the view. It's big, it's beautiful, powerful, but the journey is almost over and you feel it. Our carefully chosen steps will be overwhelmed by our beating hearts. It'll all come together in a little bit later in the moment when we sing these lines from the school song, Inside Cover. From thy portals facing westward, 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 where the last faint sunbeams glow, catch we on the mountain summit, that's the scenic viewpoint, visions, dreams that still will go, and we'll return to this line at the very end. So away we go. Here's some visions, some dreams to remember for seniors, this emotional summit. Some moments, that feeling of getting back together at the beginning of the year, seeing old friends back in the same place where you became new friends. That whole cycle beginning in the beautiful days of fall and ending with these finally beautiful days. The literal high point of Mountain Day. Not the queasy Bucky bus ride on the way up or the after lunch, but the group picture with the airy horizon as the backdrop. Those tired but energized moments after a long period of hard, good work just before a well-deserved break. Going from your LA home to your home. That winterim feeling. Yeah, the feeling right before it where you're excited to get in it, and the feeling right at the end when you're excited to go on break, but actually that point when you really sink into it, when you're really with it. That feeling of walking off the stage, or the floor, or the field, or today the quad for the last time. This morning's sunrise. It can be hard to make sense of it all. Here's one way of understanding it that's worth stating today. Emotion can be shaped into a creative force for a better world. In fact, it must be. Here's just one example from the last few weeks from the world of the arts, beginning with one acts, then individual musical performances, visual arts, ensembles, dance, last night's performances, all these ways of giving and receiving feeling in exchange between performers and audience. In those moments, it's not about what we make, it's about who we are. Well over half the school during those weeks produced some form of art, and the whole school received that art. Emotional, beautiful, meaningful. And now we are performing the art of graduation, practicing and performing at the same time, full of feeling. In his essay, What is Art?, the Russian writer Leo Tolstoy says, "Art is the product resulting when one person consciously communicates to others by means of certain signs, some feelings which he has experienced." And on this beautiful graduation morning, we ask, what and who will you create today? The best art, according to Tolstoy, communicates feelings that are on the highest level, feelings of brotherhood and unity. We feel the force of that unity in those classes that really click, those teams that come together, those moments of expression that are not performance, they're just 100% experience. We feel it in the senior slideshow, which displayed the art of lives coming together, and we feel it now. If we are more than a collection of individuals, we perform the greater good. It is not always easy or comfortable, but it's real. Interdependent, we are a brotherhood, a sisterhood. That is who you are, and that is who you can be, class of 2017. Woo! I'm going to close this piece with a passage from the great 20th century writer James Baldwin. Baldwin closes his short story, Sonny's Blues, by depicting a work of art in this highest, best sense, a blues song in which Sonny, who has struggled deeply in his life, finds new life through his piano. In this passage, we see just how far feeling can go. Sonny's fingers filled the air with life, his life, but that life contained so many others. It was very beautiful. Freedom lurked around us, and I understood at last that he could help us to be free if we could listen, that he would never be free until we did. Freedom probably sounds about right now to these graduates, but we won't settle for individual freedom. Your lives contain so many others, and our world needs free at last freedom. Let freedom ring freedom, greater good freedom, justice freedom. And our freedom depends not just on the ability to perform, but the ability to listen. 1,000 or so people are here today to witness the passage of these 100 graduates, these 100 lives. We are eager to listen for what you create with your lives and the visions and dreams that will fire the soul. Thank you all for listening this graduation morning.